Hey there, this is your fantastic Arav, and I welcome you all to an amazing series of my podcast, Ring the Bell, to alarm our present for our future. We all are facing climate change issues. Some acknowledge these issues and some don't. Those who acknowledge these issues try to get the solutions. In this Ring the Bell series, I will bring you stories of those people who are forerunners in discovering the solutions to make this earth healthy for each and every one of us. So let's get started. He is a second generation sociopreneur at Growdiesel. He is a dynamic personality in the field of renewable energy and environmental protection. He is a fantastic Toastmaster and a TEDx speaker, and he is a sublime mentor. Ladies and gentlemen, he is an adventurous 25-year-old, our first guest, Shrey Saxena. It is a pleasure to have you here, sir. Hope you are doing fine.
Thank you so much, Arav. And I really appreciate you for having this initiative. And I'm really looking forward to this session.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I personally know a lot about you, but it would be a bliss for our audience if you can introduce yourself to them.
All right, sure. So, my name is Shrey Saxena, and I'm a second generation social entrepreneur at Growdiesel. So, Growdiesel was started by my father way back in year 2001. And at Growdiesel, we are currently solving world's two biggest problems: waste elimination and biofuel generation. So basically, at Growdiesel, we are converting waste into biofuels. So the organic waste is being converted into bio CNG, and the plastic waste is being converted into green diesel. So that is how we are actually fighting climate change through actions.
It is really great to know how your company is creating renewable energy by transforming waste. People like you are bringing a ray of hope for a renewable revolution in the whole world. And sir, I really want to know that how will the renewable energy be transforming our future? How it will be changing our lifestyle, the lifestyle of the common people?
Yeah, definitely. That's a very wonderful question, Arav. So first of all, we need to understand that why renewable energy is important. Number one reason is that fossil fuels are finite. They have a certain timeline after which they will be finished. So that is why renewable energy is very important, because it is that kind of energy which can be renewed and it can be reproduced. Now, if we see, I'll be specifically talking about renewable energy in India. If we see renewable energy from year 2010 to year 2020, there has been a significant rise in the renewable energy sources. So in year 2010, the renewable energy was just a 5%. Out of all the energy which was being produced in India, only 5% was the renewable energy. But currently in 2020, it has been increased to 35%, which is a huge number. And in the coming few years, it will be increasing even more. So the biggest reason that why we need renewable energy is that it is something which makes economic sense. It cannot run out, and thirdly, it is environment friendly. So that is why renewable energy will definitely affect a common man like you and I, and it will definitely transform the future.
It seems that renewable energy is surely a way out to transform our future in a better one and a greener one. I personally am looking forward to use machines based on renewable energy. So what do you think that how renewable energy can be affordable for developing countries wherein people have a low income?
Right. So first of all, we need to understand what are the different types of renewable energies. So the most common one is definitely the solar energy. So I'll give you one example of solar. Uh, so when the solar industry was in their nascent stages in year 2010, at that time, there used to be power purchase agreements. So, what is the business model on how solar works is that there are investors who invest in the solar machinery, and then the government buys the power. Or let's say that if I am the end customer, I will buy the power. So, in year 2010, that the power was being sold at 20 rupees per unit when it started. So one unit was being sold at 20 rupees, the power which was being made from solar. But if we talk about today, what is that rate? So that rate is less than 3 rupees per unit. So you can see in a matter of 10 years how significant reduction has been there when it comes to the price of renewable energy from solar. Talking about waste to biofuel. So I come from a waste to biofuel sector. Here we need to understand that we are solving two problems. Number one is waste elimination. Waste for most of the people is of no value, but for us, it is extremely valuable. So even Arav, we paying certain amount of common area maintenance of or something of that sort to your society, and out of that there must be some portion which must be being paid for waste management. So currently you are paying to dispose of your waste. At the same time, imagine a scenario where you are keeping a newspaper and you are selling your newspaper after 1 month to a kabadiwala, because that person gives it to the recycler and the recycler recycles it and sells it. So what if I tell you that in future you will be also be able to sell your waste, out of which fuel or energy will be generated. So the renewable energy sector will not just be affordable, but it will also provide an income opportunity for a lot of people. So you can see that how renewable energy has already started to transform the future of energy, and in future it is just expected to grow.
Yeah, it is really great to hear that how it will grow in the future. And I think that the governments of the whole world shall take a role to make renewable energy more affordable for the people. And it is the need of the hour. So my next question is, keeping the environment in mind, how renewable energy will be benefiting our economy?
Right. I've always believed that whatever project it should be a 3P project. So when I say a project should be a 3P project, I mean a project should be for people, that project should be for planet, and that project should also yield profits. So PPP, project for people, planet, and profits. So renewable energy projects are 3P projects. They cater to the needs of the people, they keep in mind the environment protection, and thirdly, that they make economic sense. So you see that renewable energy is catering to all the three needs of the hour. So it is one of the few industries which actually has the power to to transform the lives of the people without damaging the environment. So that is why renewable energy is need of the hour, because it makes financial sense, it caters to people, and it helps in fighting climate change. So keeping three P's in mind, renewable energy is definitely the need of the hour.
Yeah, you have truly said that the renewable energy is the need of the hour. And not only benefits our environment but also causes the economy to prosper. And I hope that renewable energy will be getting soon to the stage where economy and environment will run hand in hand. So will there be enough scope in the future for the people that they can make a career out of it?
Absolutely. So feel that renewable energy is one sector which is expected to create 5 times more jobs than the fossil fuel sector. And when I say that, I mean I say that because currently a lot of different type of fundings are available for renewable energy projects specifically. So very recently, even the Reserve Bank of India included the renewable energy sector in the priority sector lending. So, for example, that means if you are someone who want to establish a business in renewable energy sector, you can very easily get financing from the bank or other kind of institutions. So you see that government has, especially the Indian government, has rolled out a lot of policies which are in favor of the renewable energy sector. And specifically, I talk about biofuels right now because there was a policy on biofuels that goes by the name of National Biofuels Policy 2018. And that biofuel policy is actually a revolutionary policy because it it aims to establish more than 5,000 projects in India specifically by year 2025. And there has been a lot of investments which have been going on in this particular sector. So you see there support of so many policies, availability of the funds, availability of the right technology. It makes it really lucrative for the entrepreneurs and investors to be a part of this sector. So definitely, if someone is planning to be a part for renewable energy sector, this is a very right time.
Yes, it is really great to see that how renewable energy sector has such a great scope of making a career out of it. And it is also a ray of hope to prevent a spike in the unemployment rate of the world. So this is fantastic news for us. But still to achieve this, we need to do a lot. But already a few steps have been taken by the government of India. And one of them is, I think, One Sun, One World and One Grid initiative, wherein the government of India will be collaborating with other countries to create solar grid all around the world and share it with each other. This is an ambitious project that could help our economy as well as our environment. So, sir, what are your views on this commendable initiative taken by the government?
Right. So, like I mentioned, that our government really understands the importance of renewable energy. And I'll not just specifically talk about the electricity, I'll also talk about biofuels because government understands the importance of biofuels. And the reason I say that is because the annual import of oil and gas in India every year it is more than $200 billion. It's close to that number. Now imagine we are giving it to the oil producing countries or the countries from which we buy the oil. Now imagine if we are able to make these biofuels locally within our country, we'll be able to save this huge amount of money. And this huge amount of money can actually be used to create local employment, the local infrastructure, and local jobs. So that is why there have been a lot of policies, not just the great part, but a lot of policies that push the biofuel sector because government really understands that how important it is to be independent when it comes to fuels. So there was, I'll give you an example also. Very recently, I know it's been a while. Few months back, there was a conference and which our honorable cabinet minister Shri Gadkari ji, he mentioned that how farmers can also double their income by being a part of the biofuel sector. So all the waste that is being generated in the form of paddy or any other agriculture waste, they can sell it to the biofuel producers like us, which will help in increasing their income. And that biofuel can be used to power industries. It could be used for transportation. It could be used for cooking purposes, and it has a lot of different applications. So you see, definitely this renewable energy sector is a blessing for everyone, and our government really understands it. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, so really, the government really understands the need of renewable energy and the biofuel and how it will create the employment in the nation. And so, your company Growdiesel is really doing an appreciable work by producing biofuel from waste products. It would be really a privilege if you can tell us about your company.
Right. So, like I mentioned, that at Growdiesel we are solving world's two biggest problems of converting waste into biofuels. Now, when I joined the company, I was very clear from the start that I just didn't want Growdiesel to be known amongst few technocrats or scientists. Rather, I really wanted to inspire the youth to do something that can help us fighting climate change. So we started doing a lot of initiatives which would help us to connect with the youth. So we do a lot of community related events. We started off by doing a lot of street plays. We started with doing a lot of plantation drives initially. Then also in year 2019, we collaborated with the Formula 4 car racing team, and through which we were able to increase the awareness of use of biofuels. Yesterday only, I was reading that Formula One has made a commitment that by year 2026, 2026, all the Formula One car racing teams will only use biofuels, which will help everyone to fight climate change. So you see, at Growdiesel, we are always coming up with new kind of initiatives through which we can make our youth more aware about fighting climate change. Very recently, we even launched a mobile game by the name of Green Runner, and the whole idea was to creatively connect with the youth. So at Grow Diesel, definitely we are focused on creating value from waste. But at the same time, we are also making a community of climate saviors, people who want to do something for the society. So if your listeners are listening to this, they can join our Climate Care Council, in which they can actually contribute to the society in fighting climate change.
Wow, Growdiesel is changing India into a renewable nation, and it would be a help to our environment and economy if more companies like Growdiesel start to prosper in the field of renewable energy. So, what are your plans for the future projects to inculcate renewable energy in everyone's life?
Currently, Grow Diesel is in the governing council of Skill Council for Green Jobs, and we are also the advisors to Ministry of MSME, Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises. So we have a vision to create more ecopreneurs. When I say ecopreneurs, I mean people who want to be a part of this sector, people who want to be a part of the biofuel industry. So we have a patented technology, and we are ready to support those entrepreneurs or ecopreneurs rather who want to be a part of this sector. And Grow Diesel will provide them the technology, we will provide them the funding, and we will also provide them the market access. So we our focus is to create more entrepreneurs or ecopreneurs who want to be a part of this sector, and we are ready to handhold these people. So we are very clear that we want to create more ecopreneurs, and those ecopreneurs will further create more green jobs. So this is our vision, and this is where we are headed right now.
I'm sure that your plans will work out to instill renewable as well as clean energy in our lifestyle. Sir, so what would be your message to the youth for making a career in the field of renewable energy?
See, I feel that people who are looking forward to make a career in the renewable energy sector, first of all, they need to decide whether they want to have a business in that field or whether they would like to do some kind of job in that field. For people who are looking to have a business in that field, there are a lot of opportunities, and even at Grow Diesel, we have several opportunities for people who want to establish their own biofuel company. Secondly, people who are looking to have some jobs in this sector, they need to focus on the skills, their own skills, which they can bring to the table. So whenever a company is hiring anyone for that matter, they look for the skill set in a person. So irrespective whether you want to start a business in the renewable energy sector or you want to have a job in that particular sector, you need to upskill yourself and you need to keep learning. So we at Grow Diesel, we do a lot of educational sessions. So if anyone is interested to be a part of the sector, they can visit our site growdiesel.com, and there you will find that we provide a lot of educational material. So you need to upgrade yourself first, and then you can definitely make a career in this sector.
Wow, it is really great that the youth will surely make a career in the field of renewable energy and how it has a lot of scope for businesses and jobs. So, at last, I would like to say that renewable energy is the future of the world. It's transformed our lifestyle forever in a sustainable way. Thank you, sir, for being with us and enlightening us on this topic of renewable energy. We all hope that you will keep taking wonderful actions to make our society a better one and a renewable one. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Arav, and I really appreciate young people like you who are taking these initiatives to educate their fellow peers. I think we really need more youngsters like you who understand the need of the hour, and they are contributing to the society and environment. So, really, you are a very inspiring kid.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all for listening to this episode of Ring the Bell podcast. Hope it has been an amazing experience for you and would have found your takeaway from it. I feel nothing is perfect, but we should keep trying to make things perfect. So, if you feel I should add more sugar or salt to my podcast, do drop in your suggestions at rofsaid888 at the rate gmail.com. Till then, hasta luego.